From alien species, light years away, to our distant descendants, can be ranked by a single, elegant measure. This measure is not about art, politics, or military power. It is about energy, the ability to capture, control, and use energy on a cosmic scale. This is the Kardashev scale, the most profound yardstick ever created to understand where we stand among the stars. Let us take a journey through Type I, Type II, and Type III civilizations, a voyage that will redefine how you see humanity's place in the infinite cosmos. The story of the Kardashev scale begins in 1964, at the height of the space race. Soviet astronomer Nikolai Kardashev, a pioneer in radio astronomy and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, published a paper titled Transmission of Information by Extraterrestrial Civilizations. Back then, telescopes were just beginning to peer deeper into space, and scientists around the world were asking one question: if aliens exist, how can we detect them? Kardashev's genius was to step past speculation and create a logical science-based system. He argued that any advanced civilization would emit massive, unmistakable energy signals as it expanded. These signals would be like cosmic lighthouses, visible across millions of light years. So he designed 3 categories, each defined by the total amount of energy a civilization can command. This simple scale has shaped astronomy, astrobiology, and our vision of the future for more than 60 years. Let us start with Type Ia, planetary civilization. A Type I civilization can harness and control all the energy available on its home planet. Think about every wind gust, every wave in the ocean, every ray of sunlight striking the surface, every volcano's heat, and every earthquake's power. This civilization does not just use energy, it masters the entire planet. It can regulate weather patterns, prevent natural disasters, redirect asteroids, and sustain a thriving global population without destroying its ecosystem. Fossil fuels would be a distant memory, replaced by fully integrated renewable energy and controlled fusion. The planet becomes a unified, balanced system, not a collection of competing nations fighting over limited resources. Where does humanity fall right now? We are not even Type I. Physicists and astronomers, including Carl Sagan, have refined the scale to include decimal values, and our current level is approximately 0.73. Let that sink in. We burn coal, oil, and gas. We struggle with climate change. We cannot stop hurricanes or earthquakes. We still argue over scarce resources. We are like toddlers, still learning to walk, dependent on finite resources, and at the mercy of our planet's whims. Reaching Type I will not be easy. Reaching Type I demands more than just technological breakthroughs. It requires global cooperation, an end to resource wars, and a complete shift in how we treat our home planet. We must perfect fusion power that produces zero waste, build a planetary grid that distributes energy equally across every continent, and develop geoengineering tools that safely stabilize our climate without unintended harm. We also need a universal defense system to spot and deflect near-Earth asteroids, a threat that has wiped out entire species in our planet's past. Experts estimate we could get there in 100 to 200 years if we avoid self-destruction, solve climate change, and unify around sustainable progress. It is the first great hurdle for any species that wants to leave its cradle and become a true spacefaring civilization. Now we move to the next level, Type II, a stellar civilization. This is where things become truly epic. A Type II civilization can capture and use the entire energy output of its host star. For our Sun, that means controlling 10 squared watts of energy, billions of times more than a Type I civilization. The most famous way to do this is with a Dyson sphere, a megastructure first proposed by physicist Freeman Dyson in 1960. Contrary to science fiction myths, a Dyson sphere is not a solid shell surrounding the Sun. That would be physically unstable. Instead, it is a swarm of trillions of solar collectors, satellites, and habitats orbiting the star, capturing nearly all its light and converting it into usable power. Building such a structure would require disassembling entire planets like Mercury for raw materials. Trillions of lightweight, self-replicating probes would be launched to assemble the swarm piece by piece, a project that could take thousands of years. Once complete, the energy would fuel not just survival, but exploration on an unprecedented scale. A Type II civilization has outgrown its home planet. It can colonize multiple worlds in its star system, mine moons and asteroids for resources, and survive any stellar threat that would wipe out lesser civilizations. Energy scarcity is gone forever. This civilization can power interplanetary travel, giant terraforming projects, and computing systems so powerful they simulate entire worlds. To a Type 2 civilization, a Type I civilization would seem as primitive as we see ancient hunter-gatherer societies. They have stepped beyond the limits of a single planet and claimed dominion over their entire star system. Now, we reach the pinnacle of the Kardashev scale, Type 3, a galactic civilization. A Type 3 civilization can harness the energy of an entire galaxy. We are talking about hundreds of billions of stars, plus black holes, nebulae, dark matter, and every other energy source in the galaxy. The scale of this is almost impossible for human minds to grasp. Their energy use reaches 10 cubed watts, a number so large it defies everyday intuition. A Type 3 civilization can travel between star systems, effortlessly manipulate space-time mine, black holes for energy, and rearrange stars and planets as we rearrange furniture. They are not just advanced. They are godlike by our standards. They could communicate across the entire galaxy, engineer new star systems, and even survive the death of the universe itself. If a Type 3 civilization exists, it has likely encountered thousands of other civilizations, cataloged planets, and shaped the evolution of entire worlds. And this brings us to the Fermi paradox. If the universe is 13.8 billion years old, and Type 3 civilizations are possible, where is everybody? Why have we not detected a single cosmic signal from a galaxy-spanning civilization? The Great Filter theory suggests one critical barrier stops civilizations from reaching Type 3, whether it's nuclear war, climate collapse, AI rebellion, or a cosmic catastrophe we cannot yet imagine. If the filter is behind us, we may be one of the first civilizations to break through. If it lies ahead, our journey to the stars could end before it truly begins. Some scientists argue that civilizations collapse before reaching Type 2 or 3. Others say they are so advanced we cannot recognize their technology. Still others believe we are truly alone, at least in our corner of the cosmos. The Kardashev scale is more than a thought experiment. It is a roadmap for humanity. It tells us what progress looks like on a cosmic scale. It pushes us to think beyond borders, beyond short-term conflicts, and beyond the limits of our current technology. Every solar panel we build, every fusion reactor we test, every rocket we launch, is a small step toward Type I, then Type 2, and perhaps one day Type 3. It also guides the search for extraterrestrial intelligence SETI. Instead of listening for random radio signals, astronomers now look for the energy signatures of Dyson spheres, or galaxy-wide engineering projects, signatures that cannot be created by natural cosmic events. We live in the remarkable moment. We are a 0.73 civilization that has just left its planet, walked on the moon, sent probes to other planets, and peered billions of light years into space. We are still fragile, still divided, still learning. But we have something no machine or star can match: curiosity, the drive to reach higher, understand more, and go further. The Kardashev scale does not predict our future, it challenges us to build it. Will we become a Type I civilization that heals our planet? Will we build Dyson swarms and spread across our solar system? Will we one day join the ranks of galactic civilizations? The choice is ours. The universe does not care about our nations, our wars, or our small differences. It only rewards civilizations that master energy, adapt, and survive. The Kardashev scale is a mirror held up to humanity, showing us how far we have come and how infinitely far we have left to go. As we look up at the night sky, let us remember, we are not just observers of the cosmos. We are potential citizens of it, with a destiny written in the stars. Every choice we make today, from protecting our planet to pushing the boundaries of science, brings us closer to the cosmic legacy we were always meant to claim. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel